Hello guys, today you join me in a rather wet and gloomy Goodwood because I have been invited to attend one of their extreme weather driving courses. So I'm going to be jumping in a BMW M240i and hitting their skid pan. So let's jump in the car and let's do this. The whole idea of this experience is to learn how to control a car in treacherous conditions such as icy roads or maybe even a diesel spillage. Anyone taking part can either choose from a Mini Cooper, which is front wheel drive, or if you're feeling braver you can take out the rear wheel drive BMW M240i. Have a guess at which one I went out in. Of course, the rear wheel drive M240i. However, before I was let loose on Goodwood skid pan, I had an instructor take me out to show me how it's done and also what can make things go wrong. One of the things that impressed me from seeing a master at work was just how smooth and casual his driving inputs were, and at a point it was almost hypnotising. Before he had me under his trance, it was time for me to dive into the hot seat and give it a go myself. Now, I've done this sort of thing before, so you'd think I'd be a bit of a natural by now. Well, you would be completely wrong. One of the biggest problems for me in the past is setting myself some form of expectation of what I wanted to achieve rather than just relaxing and simply enjoying the experience. This time though, I wanted to make the most of the experience and allow myself to enjoy it. My instructor was reassuring and full of helpful knowledge, which helps me to relax and loosen up. In fact, one of the best pieces of car control was when I was merrily chatting away to him and I was actually doing rather than thinking, if that makes sense. Actually, that felt like my best one yet, actually. This is not an easy skill to learn though, and I'm still not there if I'm going to be honest. It's all about balance, particularly with a rear wheel drive car. The steering, throttle and braking inputs make a massive difference here, even if the input is minor. In fact, during the lesson I learnt that just by going 3 to 4 miles per hour faster than what the tyres can handle could be all the difference between full control and a crash. Those are fine margins indeed. Speaking of learning, there is also a classroom segment, but that's not to say it's about as boring as watching your hair grow. Of course, it's not as much of an adrenaline rush as the practical side, but it's still worthwhile as the chances are you'll learn something new and something that could well make all the difference in poor conditions. Now, I don't want to nerd out on you, but one thing I found quite interesting was that a tyre can have up to 128 components. That is mental. A tyre, a round rubber thing, can have that many components in it. Also, you may think that the tread pattern is the most important aspect of a tyre. Well, you're wrong. It's actually the compound itself, and this was demonstrated by a short video where you had a cheap tyre and a branded tyre, both with the same tread pattern, and as you can see, the cheaper tyre didn't stop as quickly as the branded tyre. Right, class dismissed. I think it's about time we wrap up. So what did I take away from that experience? Well, I think one of the biggest things is just how much a small input in your driving, whether it's the steering, the throttle or the braking, just how much of a change that can make, whether it's for good or for bad. And as much as it is good fun sliding a BMW around the skid pan, it's also educational as well. Now you can have a go at this as well, so if you fancy doing so, you can go onto the Goodwood website. I will put a link in the description below, and that'll cost you £149. So you can either buy it for yourself or you can buy it as a gift. But either way, whether it is for yourself or it's for someone else, I'm sure they're bound to have some good fun and they might just learn something as well. Thank you very much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up, and if you haven't done already, please subscribe for more car obsession.